Bit frustrated by that result?
Yeah, look, it would have been nice to have got the win today. You know, I thought 90 overs and them having a little dip at us with the bat, I thought we were going to be a good chance to win this game, but today wasn't to be. I think, you know, the wicket didn't break up quite as much as I thought it would. There wasn't much up and down movement with balls that were on the stumps. And I think Nathan into the rough, there were a few that, you know, hit the gloves that went straight to ground, and on a different day those pop up and you get wickets. So I think the boys toiled really hard today. They worked really hard, and you know, obviously disappointing not to get the result in the end.
When you reflect upon what happened here 6 weeks ago, how proud are you of the way the boys have played this summer and what they've achieved?
Yeah, extremely proud. I think from the first game in Adelaide, the boys showed a lot of heart to go out there and play the way we did there. I think to win that first Test match was extremely big for us to start the series off well. And just throughout the rest of the series, there's been tough moments throughout the series, and I think the boys, the way they've held themselves throughout the series has been terrific. And you know, we sat out at the start of the series to win this series, and we did that 2-0, and we're extremely satisfied with our results.
Steve, how do you reflect on the pitches that the series has been played on? Obviously, very good ones to bat on. Yourself, no exception to that. But difficult to bowl teams out. I don't think India took 20 wickets all series, and obviously you guys couldn't do it in the last 2 Test matches. Yeah,
it has been tough to bowl to get 20 wickets in these Test series. I think the wickets haven't broken up quite as much as we thought they might have. I don't know the reasons for that, but yeah, look, it's been tough, and the bowlers have toiled extremely hard throughout these 4 Test matches, and I'm really proud of the way that they've gone throughout these games.
Was there anything you'd do differently today, or was it just a case of those half chances not going to the right positions and whatnot?
I don't think there's anything I'd do differently. I haven't really sat back and been able to reflect yet, but I don't think so. I think it's one of those days, as I said before, there's a few chances there that, you know, the balls hit the gloves and they've gone straight to ground, and on another day you see those pop up to short leg and that kind of thing. So yeah, look, as I said, I'm extremely happy with the performance of the boys throughout these last 5 days.
Given what normally happens to Australia when they go to India, given the the home ground advantages that both teams have, is 2-0 really good enough? I know you mentioned the circumstances of this series and perhaps the wickets are as another factor there, but is 2-0 really good enough, do you think?
Look, as we said before, I think the wickets have been extremely flat, and it's been tough to take 20 wickets. And I think throughout the series we probably let ourselves a little bit down in the field. Perhaps if we'd taken a few more chances, it might be a little bit different. And they're not the standards we set as an Australian cricket team either. So we've got a lot of work to do in our fielding with one-day cricket coming up and the World Cup coming up to get our standards up to where we want them to be.
Steve, have you enjoyed captaincy? It's probably early to look back on it now, but have you found it sort of frustrating or mentally draining? Clearly it's ruined your batting. So.
No, look, I've really enjoyed it. I've had a great time. All the boys have been terrific around the group. A lot of the senior players have been helping me out, and the boys have done everything I've asked of them. They've worked their backsides off every day, and I can't be proud of them for the way they've performed throughout this series.
Can you just chat us through that catch?
What, the 2 I dropped or the one I caught today?
Focus on the positives.
Yeah, it was just one of those ones. It was, I think, Mark Taylor. I spoke to him yesterday, and he told me about 3 that he dropped in Adelaide, and he said they usually come in 3s. I said, thanks for the confidence, Mark. And yeah, look, I managed to get a pretty simple one earlier in the day, and then what was that in the first innings? I can't remember. And then today, yeah, look, it was one of those ones that just stuck, and yeah, not too much else to it. It was just one of those ones that got across to it and it stuck.
Steve, speaking of catches, have to ask you about the Spider Cam one. You probably have had a few days to sort of settle down after that, but obviously it was evidently pretty frustrating at the time. How did you sort of process that and move on from it?
Yeah, it was just one of those things. To be honest with you, it was right above, and the wire looked like it was moving as I was going to the ball. But look, I think we've said with Spider-Cam before. I think it's a great innovation. It's a great camera, but I think it just needs to be in the right place at the right time. To be honest with you.
Do you think, looking back though, that chance had a material impact on the game?
Yeah, it could have. My other chance as well, where I dropped Virat, would have made a big difference as well, I think. So, yeah, as I said before, our standards of fielding throughout this summer haven't been up to where we want them to be, so we've got some work to do.
Are you going to captain the one-day side?
I wouldn't have a clue. I think George Bailey at this stage, he's done a great job for Australia in the one-day format. So, yeah, look, I think at this stage George will be the man.
You'll buy Buff a drink tonight and try and turn it around?
No, look, I'm happy where everything's at the moment. As I said, I've enjoyed the last couple of weeks captaining the Test team in Michael's absence, and yeah, look, I'm just looking forward to playing some one-days and hopefully contributing to more Australia wins.
Do you feel as if, I mean, you had Ashton Agar in the squad, do you feel as if maybe knowing the way the pitch played that maybe you could have played two spinners, or would that have made a difference at all?
I'm not sure, to be honest. At the start, I didn't think it would break up quite as much as it might have, and turn as much as it did at the end there. But I think our bowlers, our quicks, the way they bowled, the way they got the ball to reverse there was pretty important for us, and they're all very good reverse bowlers. So, look, I thought they did a good job, and on another day, you might see us with a win next to our name there.
Last one, Rob.
How impressed were you with Josh Hazlewood this series, particularly today? And I know it's a long way away, but how crucial is he going to be on some of those English wickets later this year?
Yeah, look, he's done a terrific job ever since he got picked at the Gabba. I think he's got that extra height and that extra bounce, so that's something that's I think very important on Australian wickets. He just gets that little bit of extra kiss from the wicket and extra bounce, which can catch the edge of the bat. So look, I thought he bowled terrific throughout the whole series, and I think Mitchell Starc, the way he came back in this match and really filled the role that Mitch Johnson's been doing for us. He was very aggressive throughout this game. He swung the ball early and got the ball to reverse as well at almost 150 k's an hour consistently. So, I'm really proud of the way he came back into the side after being left out a couple of games, and, he's got a bright future as well.